Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Dork Publishing, expanding minds through fantasy since 2018. Learn more at the Dork Publishing website, www.dorcpublishing.com.
I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Thank you for joining us here today on Desertwood Days. And thank you for spending your special holiday with Desertwood Days. And we have an amazing guest for you today. He's a senior director of live presentations for the Phoenix Suns and the Phoenix Mercuries. Let's welcome Mr. Shawn Martinez. Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Great, great. Such a pleasure.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank
you
you.
for having me.
Thank you for joining us on your Turkey Day.
Absolutely.
So, Shawn, I always like to start off a little bit about who Shawn, the person, is. I like our audience to get to know a little bit about you. First off, are you a native of Arizona?
Absolutely. A Native American of Arizona. Grew up on the Navajo Reservation, Fort Defiance, Window Rock, Arizona area, and love being back home. I just got back home. I'm in my third season with the Phoenix Suns, and it's good to be home.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what was the little Shawn like? What did you have any aspirations to be in sports or entertainment when you were younger?
Aspirations to be in sports for sure. I dreamt of playing in the NBA. Our little house in Rio Perco had a shoebox cut out with my socks, shooting up, thinking I was going to get to the NBA. Had a good start, played basketball, graduated from Window Rock High School, played ball there, went to college and played at Fort Lewis College. Thought I was at least going the right direction, and things just made a different turn. And I ended up working for the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
And that was my first job in the NBA. And from there, the rest is history, working from a coordinator to a manager to a director to a senior director of live presentation now for the Phoenix Suns.
Wonderful. So what was it that got you into, say, getting the position with the Denver Nuggets? Was it your basketball history?
I don't think the guy knew that I played basketball when he sought me out. It was my DJing.
Oh, okay. See,
expertise.
That's something new there.
Absolutely. I DJ'd with him at a couple of gigs. He could feel that I could read a crowd, which is what you need when you're directing a live presentation game for any event.
Right.
And he just said, "Hey, you should apply for this job." And I applied for the job, got it, and just kept working my way up, and here I am.
That is awesome. That is very awesome. So tell me, a live presentation director, what is it that you do as a live presentation director?
Well, we write a script for a game, so we have a run a show, do a PA script for my PA announcer, and we have a plan going into the game. It's a game to present to the fans. I can't control what the players are doing, but I can control the atmosphere and capitalize on the big moments in the game. So the DJ plays the right song, so I'm directing that. We send Gorilla out to get the crowd fired up and pumped up to take them to the next level. We send the dancers out to do a routine. We play videos to get the crowd hype as well. So all those things kind of orchestrate those kind of things together to make a nice flow in the game and take people on a journey.
Right. And you know what? That's something that people don't think about. They think about a basketball game, or people are just going to see basketball.
Yeah.
But it's much bigger than that. It's a whole bigger picture than that. It's all about entertainment.
Absolutely, 100%. And we, like I said, capitalizing on the big moments in the game. When Booker hits a three, we're throwing tees for threes in different areas of the stadium. You hear people yelling at different areas like, "Oh, what's going on up there? Oh, a tee for three." And fans have a chance to catch a T-shirt throughout the game. And on the breaks, we have T-shirt tosses. Just those little touch points where we can excite the crowd and keep them engaged in the game.
Right. So are you in charge of making the decisions on the types of events and things that's going to occur at the games?
Absolutely. We select our anthem singers through the season. We get a nice list of people who send their versions of the anthem in, so we kind of pick and choose where we're going to place them. Halftime acts come in. It's definitely a cool process to kind of get people in. Sometimes we get some new acts, sometimes some older acts, sometimes some people that have been across the league. So being able to place those things in the game so they're, like I said, keeping people entertained and engaged.
That is awesome. So, being a Native American from Arizona, I'm a native also. Um, you know, how does your family feel? Because you know what, you're a big guy off the res.
I don't know if I'm a big guy, but what I'm trying to do right now is inspire the youth and make sure they have some hope because they see someone from home who's made it to this point.
Right.
You know, I keep saying this, and it's in every interview that I've done. I dreamed of playing in the NBA. I just made it a different way. I'm sitting courtside directing the game. The family's so excited just to see how much I have progressed and where I've come to this day, especially with the new jersey coming out and the new colors for the Phoenix Suns. It's been a blessing. Last night's game, the games have been just unbelievable, and the reaction to the new turquoise jersey, it's like I've come full circle.
So everyone's loving that?
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Great. That is great. So can you tell me, what does this represent for you?
Everywhere I've worked, I've had a medallion for a team. So the Denver Nuggets, I had one. The Detroit Pistons, I had one. I have one here, and it's turquoise, and I wear my turquoise because it's the protection stone. I feel like it protects me as I go into battle. As you see, I got all my turquoise. I just feel like the confidence is here when I'm wearing this. And we were able to get these made by a Navajo beater, Bethany Smith from Fort Defiance. And each player got one of these in their box with their jersey. So they each have one. I let them know that no two are alike. They're all made differently. And they were just like, wow, this is amazing. And as we talked about the jersey when it came out, we explained to them what it was all about. And they really appreciated the fact that someone explained to them what is each detail on the jersey and why they're playing in it and what it means.
Right. So are you able to explain that to us?
Yes, if I can.
I'm sure
just
our audience would love to know
visually tell people it's turquoise because it's a protection stone. So when they're going to battle, they're wearing turquoise right off the top. Down the side, we reached out to all 22 tribal nations, got their word for the sun. So it's down the side on the black tape of the jersey. When you see it, that's the biggest and most important thing to us because it took a long time to get that. It was during the pandemic. We were trying to reach out to all the tribes, but we got all the words. It's down the side, so it's with them. It's on them while they're playing, and it's just unbelievable. 22 arrowheads around the bottom of the shorts to represent 22 tribes. 22 feathers right here, which is on the buckle, and it's a sash around the belt. But this is also on the court. It's in center court. So I think when people saw the court for the first time, like, oh my goodness, nobody has done it like this in the NBA, and no one has represented and did their homework and make sure it was presented the right way. And that's what we tried to do.
And that's what you have to do when you're talking about a group of people. You have to represent them well.
Absolutely.
Did you guys have any pushback with that from anyone?
We started from the ground up. We actually started when I was in Detroit. They reached out to me. It was a good friend of mine, Graham Wincott, who worked for the Suns, and he had been trying to get me to come work for the Suns since he got to the Suns. He called me up. He's like, hey, we're doing this project. We're going to kind of tailor a jersey toward the Native Americans, 22 tribes of Arizona. We just started talking. He was asking me questions. He's like, you know a guy named Raul Mendoza? I'm like, yeah, that was my high school coach. So things just kept falling into place. The job opened up. I applied. I got the job without a live interview. So ended up moving to Phoenix. Things kept progressing. We presented it to the leaders, Jonathan Nez from Navajo Nation, to NABI with Gina Marie and Lynette. Governor Lewis took a look at it. Chairman Norris. All the different leaders got a chance to see it and give their takes on what they liked and didn't like. And they liked everything that was going so far. And then we presented it to the Intertribal Council, all the 21 other tribes, because Navajo's not a part of that. We presented it to them with Maria and the whole crew there. They loved it. They had their takes, and we took the information and kind of took what they had to say and took it to heart and kind of made some changes where we could. We also worked with Phoenix Indian Center. We worked with Cahokia. all the different groups, because Cahokia has their hands in with the younger generation. It was just nice to talk to all of them and get their feedback on how we can present this the right way.
Right, because that's going to be your next generation.
Absolutely.
So, of course, you want their feedback in this also.
Yes.
That is amazing. And you know what? People think, oh, they just threw some paint down there, changed the floors, bought new jerseys. There was a lot of work put into all that.
100%. And I think a few of the best things, I'll just give you 3 examples of what, maybe 4 here. When the players got their jerseys, like I said, Chris Paul was like, no one's ever explained to us what we're wearing. This is really cool. I want to know more. Aiton's like, hey, you see what this means? 22. We got to play hard when we wear this.
Right.
22 tribes of Arizona we're representing. And then in a game.
You know what? That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 21 tribes.
22
tribes. Get that right, Kathy. I mean, that they're representing out there on the court.
Absolutely, yes. DeAndre Ayton, before every game when I'm wearing this, comes and rubs this, gets a little love on it. And last night, he checked into the game, came up, he's like, no, I need some of that. And then Booker checked out for the end of the game, pointed at me and went like this to his chest as he had the jersey on, which I know that means so much to them, and they were very excited. And then I just heard a story about a young man who was at the game, Navajo boy, he's like, Mom, I want to play on that court. And as they were talking, and he was trying to go to sleep, he's like, Mom, I can't sleep, because that was so exciting to see the presentation and how we laid out the game and how we amplified the voice of all 22 tribal nations of Arizona.
That is awesome. I love hearing that. With all that's going on in our world right now, we have to have some positivity out here that our youth, that us old people can look at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because you think about it, all we see on the media is all this negativity, and our children have to deal with that, and they deal with things totally different than we do as adults. So I love what you guys are doing, and I love that you are showing your Navajo youth that anything is possible, and that's what you're showing them.
Absolutely, yes.
Not just your Navajo. You're showing all of our children that anything is possible.
100%. With the jersey, when it came out, that day was amazing. I ended up I got booked to DJ in Washington, D.C. at the Smithsonian.
Okay.
So I wore the jersey all weekend, and not every different Native American tribe was there, because we were celebrating Veterans Day for Native Americans and had a dedication ceremony at the Smithsonian. They all knew about the jersey. They all knew about this. So I could tell that story and just amplify the voice of the story of the jersey. And I'm this close to getting a jersey in the Smithsonian, which would be amazing to have that there. Just the journey that I've been on, to kind of the start of the jersey project all the way till now, and how it's been unveiled, and being able to give hope to the young Native American kids.
I can imagine the energy that was in that room with
yes.
you. My goodness.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And proud to be
Of course. You were supposed to be there DJing.
Yes.
But you had other things going on.
Right. I knew my purpose. Just showing the jersey, hanging up the Navajo Nation flag, DJing so people could see. And I think I turned a lot of heads. I mean, I'm an old school DJ, but I can still make people move on the dance floor.
Yeah. You know what? We may think, hey, I'm a senior director for live presentation for Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Mercuries, but that's who you are. But when you're elsewhere, someone else has a different purpose, and they're seeing something different from you, and you're giving them something different. And you being a native, you being there representing the Suns and the New Jersey, so you gave them something totally different.
Absolutely. And I think just my connection to the Native American community has helped grow the project and grow the connection, because people from the outside see me. I mean, I wear a medallion everywhere I go because it's my protection. And when I'm sitting there, people are like, who's that? Who's that big Pima guy down there? I said, Pima? He's Navajo. But that gets people talking, like amplifying the voice. People are like, what is that? Where'd you get that? Who made that? What's the story behind it? So we tell our story about the jersey, about our people, and about all the 22 tribal nations.
How did you get into DJing?
Wow, right place, right time in college. I just hanging out by the DJ booth, and they fired the DJs and told me I was DJing. I taught myself how to mix, and
Okay.
just kind of music has always been in my blood. I'm an
Okay.
old school break dancer. Used to carry my cardboard around the
Really?
reservation, throw it down wherever I
You
could,
know
and
what?
get
I just
down.
had a visual.
Yes.
So, Shawn, I'd like to ask you, we're celebrating Thanksgiving. And like I said, there's so much going on in our world right now. Could you tell me and our audience, what does Thanksgiving mean for you right now?
It's just like every day, giving thanks for family. We have family that can get together and help each other out, give back with the crazy times we're in and how expensive everything's
Yes.
is right now in the community. Just inviting people, inviting family, come over, let's get together and enjoy each other's company,
Mm-hmm.
because we're all we have, family. We got to
Right.
take care of each other.
Right.
And I think moving back here, it's just been such a blessing to be back around family, because my daughter has embraced the culture. She's in the
Oh.
student council for Phoenix Indian Center.
Oh.
She's got her moccasins, she's got her ribbon skirts. Like, she's all in and just learning more every day about the culture, the community. That's what it's all about, family,
That is
giving thanks for
wonderful.
family.
You know what? I wish I had known more about the culture when I was younger, because my brother, my eldest brother, he loved the native women, and he always had a native girlfriend, and I had so much jewelry. I can't tell you what any of it is right now. I'm sad to say. I wish I had a knew how valuable it was.
Right,
Yeah, but as a kid, it didn't know. No one explained it to me.
right.
So, but I really am thankful that you are here with us today. Thankful that you're here to share about what you guys are doing with the community, because this is about the community. It
Absolutely.
is totally about the community. It's not about the Phoenix Suns, the it's about them, but it's about the community.
Absolutely. And one more big thing that we did at the arena, we have all 22 tribal nations flags permanently installed in the pavilion at the arena.
Oh,
And it's
awesome.
unbelievable. It's one of those things that I kept pushing for and kept pushing for. So when each tribe walks in, they're going to see their nation's flag up there and take a picture and blast it out on social
So
media
when
and
was it
amplify.
officially presented?
It was presented last Thursday. The jersey rollout was then, and the first game was just recently.
Okay, okay. So do you plan on having, say, special events? I mean, for you, as far as bringing, say, native communities out to games, or
Absolutely. We're
okay,
doing 10 games through the season.
okay.
So the first game we had Kahara Hodges sing the national anthem in Navajo
Oh,
in the Diné language, and we brought all 22 tribal leaders or representative from the tribe and honored them at halftime,
mm,
blessed them with a Suns jacket.
mm,
The next game we're going to have Tohono O'odham singers singing the
mm.
anthem in their language, and then we have Indigenous Enterprise doing halftime. So we'll do a powwow style dance, some fancy dancing, and some southern traditional dancing. And then we will also, on the next game, we have White Mountain Apache singers singing in their native language, and we have Apache ground dancers for halftime. So making sure each tribe has a voice, and we're
Right,
reaching out to them. So you come to me and let me know. We're not forcing anybody. We want
right.
to do it the right way, and if they're comfortable with it, we will give them the
Right.
platform.
And you know what? One thing that I must say that I enjoy about what you guys do is that you guys make everyone feel welcome. I remember I went to a game, and I think it must have been the week of Pride or
Yeah,
something, and you guys did celebrations for Pride Week, and
absolutely.
so I love that you guys include. It's very inclusive.
Very.
So no matter what's in the stadium, you guys still include everyone.
Absolutely,
You make
100%. That's what we try to do. It's all inclusive. Whoever you are, if you love the game of basketball,
mm,
that ball is what brings communities together.
yes.
Not only back home for res ball, but here, the Suns bringing all the tribes together. It's
Yeah.
the basketball.
That basketball, those entertainers, we can't forget about those entertainers because they do a
Yeah.
lot of hard work.
Yes, they do.
So, is there any new projects or anything coming up that you'd like to share?
I think the biggest thing is these 10 games that we're celebrating, the 22 tribes of Arizona. That's our what our focus is right now, and that's what we want to do is amplify the voice of each tribe and make sure
Okay.
they have a chance to shine on the big stage.
Wonderful. So if anyone wanted to reach you, Shawn, for some DJing or to get in contact with you, where can they reach you?
Instagram, DJ Tribal Touch. You can find me there. That page has grown a little bit in the last week with everything happening, but DJ Tribal Touch on Instagram, that's probably the best way. Just slide into the DMs for a good reason.
Awesome. It was a pleasure having you here with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll catch you next time on Desertwood Days.
Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze was sponsored by Dork Publishing. Visit them at dorkpublishing.com.